All right, man. I know what you think of the title, all right? All I'm saying is I want to bring in some people and I'm lonely on this platform, man. I want to get a community going. So sometimes you just got to stretch the truth a little bit. You just got to bring in some fans and you know what, we'll be okay. But before we jump into Embiid's 70-point performance, that just sounds insane coming out of my mouth. No, we're not actually going to normalize 70 points in this NBA league, but make sure to like and subscribe, man. GMLB, Good Morning Let's Basketball, we've been putting in that work. We got a lot of good podcast stuff planned. We got a lot of good episodes that have come out already. We're starting to grow, so join the family now. You can say that you were here when we get pretty big, so it's always a good time growing with everyone. But let's jump right into this. So Joel Embiid, let's propose the question. Is 70 points easy for most superstars? That's the question that I want to know. Because, last season we saw Lillard do it against the Rockets. We saw Mitchell do it against the Bulls. Clearly, these stats, Embiid put up 70 against the Spurs. So clearly these stats are coming against pretty awful defenses. But, is it weird to say that I think like KD could do this any given night? Is that a bad take? Is it bad to say that? Honestly, I think 39-year-old LeBron might be able to do it. If you just said F everything else and you just gave it your all for one game, nothing matters, the teams don't matter, the playmaking doesn't matter. I think a lot of superstars can do this on any given night. They're that talented, but that's beside the point. The note to the NBA, you better up your defense when the MVP comes to town. And that's right, I said it. As a former Joel Embiid hater, I have officially declared Joel Embiid to be my 2024 NBA MVP. 36 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. 76ers are third in the East with potential to move up. It's kind of hard to argue with stats like that. I know Jokic is putting up damn near a triple-double every year, but at this point, man, Jokic has won 2 back-to-back. You might as well give Embiid his back-to-back. I know everyone's rooting for Shea because he's just not getting enough votes with all these big men, including Giannis. But it's I want to root for Shea, but it's Embiid this year. It's Embiid. He's pretty much unguardable at this point in time, as we saw last night. Because this was pretty much the lightest 70 piece I've ever seen. This was light. This did not look hard for him at all. Just watching back the highlights, making sure I saw everything the way I thought I did. Yeah, man, this guy is just clapping wide open mid-range shots. He's just stealing down low, getting nice easy layups. He's smoking layups off the board, and then no one boxes him out. He's getting the rebound. He's putting them right back in. This might be the lightest 70-point performance I've ever seen. Is it bad to say I think he could have gotten more? I don't think that's a bad take. I think he definitely could have went for more. But 70 is 70. I believe it was 23 free throws tonight. Yeah, man, 23 free throws. That's what you're gonna get watching the Sixers. They're honestly my least favorite team to watch in the NBA. Not trying to hate, but I just hate the pace they play at. But watching Embiid tonight was actually it was pretty entertaining. A lot more entertaining than normal. So let's propose this question. Who's going to be the first player to score 80 points in the NBA? Because, we're getting closer. We've had 3 70-point performances in the last 2 seasons, and that was pretty much unheard of for the entirety of the 2000s and 2010s decades. So clearly, I mean, we all know scoring is going up. We all know teams are putting up 150 points a game or what. But who's going to be the first player to score 80 points? And that's a question I want to propose to anyone watching as well. Just drop in the comments who you think it's going to be. But if you want my honest pick, it's going to be Giannis. Giannis had the previous season high with 64 points, which was just broken last night by Embiid. But yeah, man, I'm going to go Giannis. I think Giannis on literally any given night could score as much as he wants. It's just a factor of if his team, it's almost like if his team is hitting shots, then that makes Giannis harder to guard because they can't double him as much. So I don't know if that's a stretch, but I think if his team is hitting shots, then Giannis could put up damn near 70 any night. I think Giannis has a chance to like go for 70 this season still, even though like we just saw Embiid do it. I think Giannis is he's my favorite player in the league. I know Jokic is probably objectively the best player in the league, but Giannis is my pick for best player in the league just because I think he's pretty much just as unguardable as Jokic or Embiid or whoever else you want to put up there. Tatum even. Sorry, that's a biased Celtics fan coming out. But just to quickly touch on the Spurs in this one, they just don't have the size or the physicality to guard Joel Embiid. Wemby and Zach Collins were getting frustrated this whole game. It's almost like Wemby is too thin and Collins just isn't physical enough. There's so many plays. Just go watch the highlights, man. There's so many plays of just Embiid smoking lays, like I said, getting rebounds, just putting in easy putback layups, like wide open layups. And there's like a couple plays, he's just moving Wemby around. He's getting to his spots. Like Embiid just plays so physical, man. And that's pretty much impossible to guard. So easy putbacks, post seals. He's getting down, he's sprinting down the floor, he's getting in the lane, and he's sealing before the offense even gets there. And it's just, all right, I guess we'll just dump it to him this play, and they dump it to him. He takes 2 dribbles, little shoulder action. The man's got another 2 points. Like, it's that simple. I believe he only hit 1 3. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's crazy. It's crazy just the surge in points we've seen. But yeah, man. Note to the NBA: up your defense when any MVP candidate comes to town, or else we're going to start seeing this way more often. So let me know what you guys thought. This was just kind of a discussion video, just kind of my thoughts on the game, but let me know in the comments if you guys saw anything different, if you want to come at me in the comments. Whatever you saw in the game, comment down below. I'm interested to hear takes, and join the family, subscribe and like to GMLB, and we appreciate you being here. Deuces, pod drop in Friday. Get ready. It's going to be a good one. Peace. Thank you.